This is the Pizza Party Emozione, the bigger, and dare I say better cousin of the Ardore pizza oven that I reviewed a couple months ago. This beast is the best pizza oven for Neapolitan style. Let me show you why. Because of the size, FedEx delivered this through freight, which includes a pallet. It's really not that heavy compared to other ovens of this size. I was able to lift it out of the box myself, and that's not a flex. Underneath the oven, you'll find the metal legs and 3 separate boxes for the Biscotto stones. Make sure you put a piece of cardboard down when flipping the oven over to install the legs, and avoid taking off the protective film until you're done. Apart from this, the only other thing we need to do is put the stones in, which was surprisingly difficult. It seemed like the stones were too big to fit, so I banged them up quite a bit from taking them in and out so many times. Then I realized there's a method to doing it right. You have to angle the stones up like this, and then carefully press down. It can be tough to do without an extra set of hands. With a cooking surface of nearly 28 inches wide, it's amazing how the total oven width is only 30 inches. For how big it is, it doesn't seem that big, if that makes sense. Lighting it up can be a bit awkward since the gas dial is in the back and you need to use a lighter. But the burner pushes out a ton of gas, so it's really easy to ignite. I tested the temperature in 5-minute intervals on a sunny 71-degree Fahrenheit day. For the size of this oven and how thick the stones are, I'm amazed by the results. I'll overlay the temps of the smaller Ardore oven, but this isn't a direct comparison since this was tested on a much colder day. The burner is really intense, pushing a tight blue flame. As you approach 900 degrees, a taller orange flame starts to appear. It does a nice job of evenly heating the stone, since the flame rolls along the top of the dome. Now that we're heated up, let's see how it performs. By the time I prepped my first pizza using buffalo mozzarella and San Marzanos, the oven creeped past 1,000 degrees in the center. Let's watch this one live. As soon as we launch, you can see the flame kick up quite a bit. I have a feeling this is going to be a short bake. Hey, if you guys go for this oven, make sure to use the link below with the coupon. 10% off the total price makes this an unbelievable deal. I had a tough time maneuvering this one because I set my camera up in a terrible spot, but you can see a ton of leoparding after 30 seconds. Wow, it's really cooking fast now. I'm going to pull it here. That was 45 seconds. Unbelievable. Check out this pizza. And a great cheese melt without overcooking it. The bottom is cooked without overscorching, but still on the light side. So this next one, I'll lower the flame just a hair. This should get me closer to a 55-second bake, allowing more time for the bottom crust. This one clocked in at 53 seconds. Once again, an effortlessly beautiful crust and cheese melt, and this time, the bottom is exactly where I wanted it. This oven is just incredible. I always talk about balance when it comes to pizza oven performance. The max temperature itself is meaningless if there isn't a strong top flame to balance out the stone temp. And this has it. You can churn out sub-60-second pizzas all day long on this. And the cooking space is enormous, so big that you can actually bake 2 Neapolitans at the same time. The best way to do this is to launch the first one on the right side towards the oven opening, and then immediately launch another in the back left. Starting the first one further away from the burner will help even out the cooking times. But I'll be honest, doing this takes a lot of practice. I couldn't guess how many pizzas I've made while testing ovens, so I have a lot of experience, but little to no experience cooking 2 at once. This is the king of authentic Neapolitan style. You know I love my Gosnies and Unis, but if I were looking for an oven only to cook Neapolitans, this can't be beat. And the price seems incredible to me. A 28-inch pizza oven with a massive gas burner and inch-thick Biscotto clay stones for under $1,000 if you use the coupon below. Sign me up.